there. Performance wise, I mean, there's not really too much to say here. I mean, this thing has that Apple A5 chip inside of it, dual core CPU, and half a gigabyte of RAM. So definitely not the most amount of RAM ever, but it's definitely not like a super small amount of RAM. I mean, it has some type of capability, but I think at the end of the day, you're probably going to be better off if you get a device that has at least like 1 gig of RAM, like the iPhone 5 or 5S or something. But still, at that time, it could do everything it, needed to do. I mean, this thing originally, when it first came out with iOS 5. So when you think about it like that, it probably didn't need the most amount of, resources to run that specific software. I think the iOS 9 update came out when the iPhone 6S came out, and that had 2 gigs of RAM. So definitely it had some pretty big improvements there. But regardless, what I can tell you is performance-wise, it still turns on and it still does the job, but it's very, very slow and it's very choppy. I think the jump, honestly, from the 4S to the 5 really made some huge improvements in the performance sector. I think that Apple A6 chip that the iPhone 5 had, or whatever it was called, was definitely a humongous improvement for sure. That thing had a ton of capability, and I could probably, if I needed to, still use an iPhone 5. I would not like the experience at all. But with the 4S, it's definitely not fast, it's not smooth, but it's still pretty functional. When you look at a lot of, Android 11, when you look at a lot of 2011 devices from Android, I mean, I don't know, like it seems pretty average. It's not like anything super crazy in my opinion. So in terms of the specific performance sector, that pretty much covers it up. There's not a lot to hit on. I think it's good enough, and I don't want to like bash this phone too much. So performance wise, that's kind of where I would leave it. And